Hello, friends. Hello, C++. Little lines in the sand. Oh, I'm not sure what this one's gonna look like at all. If I knew, I wouldn't even be able to describe it. Hi, Rose. You be safe at that party now. You be responsible. Tell everybody I say hi. And to be responsible. And to don't do what I would do. Do what I would do. And be responsible. Oh, hey. There we go. That's where that is. I forgot that it was just hanging there precariously. Such as it was. This paper is much easier to draw on. It's much easier to draw on. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I am. And I think it's because of the paper. You see the paper? It's very easy. It's very easy to draw on. Do you see? Can you hear it? You can hear the paper as I carve the acidic ink into the flesh, the paper flesh. It cries out in pain. This is why the art and the artists are so demonic and beautiful. Because of the pain, because of the screaming. Don't get me started on watercolors. Ooh, the pain is so delicious. Like strawberry fruit pie in the summer under the sea. Some sea salt. It's an old family recipe. Doesn't matter. Doesn't it's okay. It's not important. It's not going to be on the quiz. It's not going to be on the quiz, friends. Is there going to be a quiz? Nobody mentioned anything about a quiz, but I just always assume there's going to be one. That's how I was raised. Every day was quiz day. In the old Grub household. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. All of us here agree. That was kind of cheesy. You Americans call it cheese. Across the seas, we just call it plain Jane, you know. Unremarkable. That's just how it is over here, you know. Kind of stuff. No big whoop. We do it now. Think about it later. You know, it's the way we do. Yep. Right as our accents begin to fade. It's quite brilliant. So, sometimes we call it muscle memory, but I like to drink muscle milk. It tastes like sugar and milk. I like it. It's good for the muscles. So it says. So it says on the side of the can, anyway, in quotes, by the person who probably made it, I imagine. Muscle milk. Good for the muscle, great for the milk. It's quite the slogan. Unfortunately, I am lactose intolerant, so I can only drink about 3 or 4 of those a day before I start swelling up like a Thanksgiving Day chicken. Holy moly. Well, is everybody ready for Christmas? Everybody got the stockings out? Yep, me too. Mine are hanging on the front lawn, right on the fence, for all the neighbours to see. They'll start putting their little goodies in there for me. And I in theirs, you know. Last year I got a hairdryer from Earl. The gentleman down the street, his name is Earl. Earl Flatton got him. He's a pretty nice old man. He gave me a hairdryer. I don't know why. I don't suffer hair very well, but I do appreciate a good hairdryer, I suppose. From time to time. It's the heat, you know. When I was in my 20s, I owned a salon. It was called The Heat of the Moment. Beautiful place. Wretched location. Nowadays it's called Skid Row, but, you know, we did what we could. While we could. When we could. There we go. Looks like some kind of eyeball. Oh, my shoes are rubbing against each other. It sounds like they're farting or mating. Whichever comes first. Some kind of lower ear there. And then like some kind of phlegm in the throat. Yeah, that's better. Now it sounds crisp. Poor little guy. Never knew what hit him. It was a train, wasn't it? What's that? A train. A train that hit him. No. He fell off his skateboard. What are you talking about? It was the train. The train that took his life. No, it's just what are you talking about? He's okay. He's not dead. He fell off his skateboard. He's totally fine. He got on the skateboard and rode away. What are you talking about? A train? It's a train. The very train that you rode. The very the night that you died. Whoa, hey, I'm not. What do you mean? I didn't die. I'm here right now. What is here? What? Oh no. Who are you? I don't know. The garage door is open. I just kind of came in. Well, that explains it. Can you leave, please? How old are you? Old enough to know better. What are you doing? I'm taking notes. Oh, okay. Well, jot this down, please. Okay. Um, cheese. Do I dare anticipate the summer air before my eyes? Cheese. It's beautiful. What does it mean? I don't know. It just helps me remember the word cheese, how to spell it and stuff. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know why, but it's the only word in the English language that I can't remember. So I have to do all these tricks every day just to train myself how to remember the word cheese. Anything between, it's just gibberish. You know, it's the important things that matter in life, like being able to remember the word cheese and saying it from time to time, I suppose. Cheese. So that's all. That's all I got. Don't mean to be so dramatic about it. I don't mean to be so dramatic about it. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was planning when I started this. Exactly. Oh, it's so obnoxiously delicious. There we go. Just a piece of hair, another strand right there to the southeast, ripping its way like the eastern wind. I guess that would be called Xavier. What's the opposite of Zephyr? Huh? What's the eastern wind called? El Nino? No, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. I like this paper a lot better than the other one. It doesn't. The screams are louder, but it does accept the acidic ink much better than the other one. Ever did, ever. I promise. I would never lie to you. I would never, in a million years, lie to you ever again, ever again. I made that mistake three times. I've made that mistake before. I'll never make it again, and again, and again. Ever. Just remember that. We're all in it together. We're all up the creek. We're all in it together. You, all angels and the demons in me. How does that song go? We're sitting on a cloud looking proud all day. Yippee-yi-yo, watching cows eat hay. Something like that. It's the most beautiful song I've ever heard. My cat was just humming it a second ago. She was walking by. She's like, I almost started crying, folks. That was the day I realized that, well, that the devil was real. Hey, sweetie, please don't eat that. It's alive, and it doesn't want to be. It doesn't want to be eaten. It doesn't. My cat's trying to eat everything she say. She's such a little nut. Here we go. It's like just a little square on a piece of paper, a little square drawing. What are you doing, you little nut? I'll show you her. Oh, she's moving. See her? Where are you going, you little nut? There we go. So I'm gonna put some hair back there. What are you looking for, you little nut? I love my cat. She's a little nut. Hey, Hannah. How the heck are you, girl? How the heck are you, Hannah? Oh, Hannah, Hannah, Hannah. How the hell are you? How the hell are you, Hannah? Is it Hannah Lee? I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh. Maybe. Maybe he is. Maybe he was just born reaching for life and all of his life just reaching. And then one day, when he was reaching so far, that reaching wasn't even at all justified no more, Hannah Lee. Did he come by the three witches who were stirring in the pot? And they said to him, "Are you ready to focus, you fucking camera, you piece of shit camera? Are you ready, you three witches? I'm gonna tell you my name." And they said, "You don't have a name, no." I said, "Yes, I do." And they said, "Huh?" I said, "My name, my name, it rhymes with Gory Stubbs." Well, Gory Stubb, really. With Gory Stubb. And they said, "No!" And that's basically how I got this YouTube channel. I took it from these three awful witches. And they just used to try to hurt everybody. And then all of a sudden I went into a different character, and that was that. You know? So, Leah, okay, cool. Yeah. I hope you're safe and warm wherever you are. And maybe, dare I say, maybe just a little bit happy. Maybe close to family or closer. Getting closer in the next few days. I've had the last 3 days off, or the last 2 days. Today's my third day off in a row. With my job, I work four long days, and I have three days off. It's really neat. Like this time, they all happened at the same time. And then I have Thanksgiving off too. My day was really good. Today was really good. I'm just really grateful for my family. My mom and my aunt are like angels. My mom went live with me earlier. I guess not with me, but with Black Chokum. Black was in the studio. And the producers didn't tell me, but yeah. Apparently Black's mom was here too, and she was playing the bongos or something like that. I'm not sure what was happening, but I came after just as they were leaving. So sometimes that's weird. I come out here and there's like things are disheveled, like there's been a party out here or something. But usually it's supposed to be just me and like, at least only 10 other people. So I don't understand why. So, and they all have keys, but still, they promised me that they would never make any messes, and I took them at their word. Maybe I should get all those keys back. Um, Good luck getting them from the Aussies, man. Like Gecko, jeez. Trying to get in, he owes me $2 from like 1983, so trying to get my keys back to my garage is gonna be really difficult, especially because he lives in Australia. So, and I live well, I'm in Antarctica most of the time. I take one of those little shuttle tubes from Paso Robles to it's Amtrak. The little shuttle tubes sucks me up through the ceiling, and then spits me out some like weird chamber just outside of Flagenborst town in Antarctica, where well, I shouldn't say because it's kind of classified, but anyways, it's a long story. That's so funny that you should mention that because I just watched the Cinema Sins for the new one. I never saw the new one. I've only ever seen the original, like just like maybe 2 or 3 times, like in my adult life that I can recall. And I really love. I mean, I really love Gene Wilder, so it's like I really like that one. I didn't see. I don't watch any new movies at all. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard being. It's interesting being me, I should say, sometimes because whenever I think about ever dating people, everybody's so into politics and like pop culture and stuff like that, and I'm usually like 10 years behind everybody else in with every like all the popular stuff that's going on, but I have no idea like what's as far as popular culture goes these days because I'm always just doing this. I don't ever watch movies. And in Portland, I certainly didn't ever go out. I just went home and hung out with my cat and made art and listened to all sorts of weird stuff while I did it. Yeah, not that I wouldn't like it. I think if I was growing up nowadays, like, if I was a kid nowadays, I would probably like all the new stuff because it would be like new to you still or whatever. And young people have like more open minds, but I'm like older, and I'm stubborn. And sometimes like I'll like put off watching something, or I'll be like, man, I don't want to watch that. And I've said this before, but I've been proven wrong by a few things that I thought were going to be kind of a letdown. Like there's this movie, a precursor to Predator. It was called Prey, and I forget the gal's name, but she's freaking awesome in it. And it was actually a really really good movie. It was like a prequel to yeah, Predator, and it was really good. And then Romulus was pretty good. I was just talking about that. I think earlier. I've been up since like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't ever sleep. Then some of that didn't channel themselves into art turned to TV. Yeah, yeah. Hey, how you doing, Herb? Yeah, TV. I have like a weird relationship with it too, just because I don't know. I really commercials really bother me. And now that my aunt and whatever, like people have smart TVs and they just target you, and like it's weird. We'll be talking about something, and then her TV will start like showing commercials for it, or for her for whatever. And I know that's like, I know that there's like good reasons for that, because it's like, yeah, if it's good that they show you stuff that you would want to buy, but it's also like shit they don't need. and and also it's just kind of weird because anything like that is also can be very nefarious as well. And I guess I'm old fashioned, but I'm also like realistic when it comes to like how technology can easily turn around and be our biggest downfall. Because I love sci-fi. While we're talking about movies. Me too. I watch YouTube all the time. Exactly. Yeah. I don't ever. I have a TV and I don't even have it plugged in. I have a Xbox, like a brand new one. I don't even use it. When I did use it, I only ever used it for one or no, two video games, because I have such a short attention span. I can't even play video games. Like, and it was Left 4 Dead, and I fucking love Left 4 Dead. um, but that's the thing. It's like impossible to meet somebody. Like, I wish I could meet somebody that didn't. Not that it was like exactly like me, but you know, it's kind of God. It'd be like winning the lottery, like meeting somebody that can like put up with my bullshit. I don't know. I'm talking about that. I have that Beatles song in my head. I want to hold your hand. I guess if C Plus is still watching, this is what it's sort of looking like, sweetie. They asked what it was going to look like when I started. What was I doing? Just like a little circle right there or something. This is what it's looking like. Hey, my arm itches. Oh, that's better. But yeah, I watch YouTube for even movies because I have what do you call it? Like not I guess it is premium. They call it premium, but I just pay some amount of money because I hate commercials so much, and I started using YouTube so much so long ago, like I would say like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I've used it a lot before that, but then I pretty much switched over to YouTube solely about like 8 years ago, and I used my TV for a little bit here and there because it was just like still a thing sort of, but then I was like, no, I don't even need my TV anymore. And then I go, yeah, and I hear the commercials and I see the commercials and they're so bizarre. I mean, they're the same sort of ads and the same concepts and all that, but they're just so much more. It's like the ads in Back to the Future too, like how they perceive the future would look like, or like how the ads would be in the future in 2015, because that's when it took place. I don't know. They just don't seem real. Nothing seems real. And I'm totally fine with that. Because I don't even feel real anymore. I was listening when the radio. I listen to music a lot when I'm driving, like a lot, like loud and great. My favorite stuff, anyways. And the song "Comfortably Numb" was on, and I was listening to it. I've been listening to that song since I was a child, and really heavily. I was like 12 because they were like my first love, my first bands that I just loved, absolutely loved. And I listened to that song 1,000 times. But then lately I listened to it. I listened to it the other day. Hadn't heard it in a few months, or really listened to it in a few months the way I used to, anyways. And I was like driving, and this like awesome scenery was popping up, or the ocean, our clouds are parting, and everything was glowing and shit. But um, and that song was playing, and it just took on a whole new meaning, and it was quite remarkable. Cool. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate that. I I was in a band like kind of like an acoustic. I always kind of like thought we were sort of like folk punk. I think folk punk kind of lined us up. In Boise, there's this bar that did Punk Mondays, and they did Disco Sundays, but Punk Mondays were the best. I'm just playing, but they did no. I don't know what they did the rest of the week, to be honest. But Punk Mondays were pretty cool, and we got asked to do them a lot when we first started playing. And I think it was the summer of 2011. It was because I quit drinking that October. But that summer, like we played shows like oh my god, like sometimes 2 shows a week. Um, for like the 3 months out of the summer, we were just playing so many shows. We just wouldn't say no, and we were just getting such a weird little buzz. But then we would play Punk Mondays. And, the bookers would put us with these like gnarly bands, and people wouldn't know what to do. Like they wouldn't really. We'd be getting ready to go up on stage, and I'd be grab my because I play my acoustic electric, and I have my distortion pedal and stuff, But um, people in the crowd would be like, laughing at us and like making fun of us and stuff and roasting us a little bit. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Because then would be putting on her angel wings and stuff and strapping her bass on, and then of course we start playing and everybody shuts the hell up and kind of pays attention. But I love acoustic. I love acoustic based rock. I'm trying to think of like I love Pixies. Pixies are great acoustic. Like even Frank Black, like what his solo stuff. But there's tons. I mean, any band that I can think of has. Um, gosh, who do I listen to? Like who do I listen to in the car? I don't even know. I've been listening to just like all sorts of stuff lately. It's just a big mob of stuff in my brain right now. But no, I'm very partial to the acoustic. I love it. I love electrics, but they just don't seem to stay in tune as well as my acoustic. And then I just I don't know. I don't know. I guess I get a nice emotion. I can get good feelings out of my acoustic. I can control it better. For me, like when a guitar goes out of tune, it's the worst thing in the world. So like I have electrics that I play, but after every single song, I feel like I have to, and this happened live where I would have to tune in between every stupid song, and I'm the kind of person that just wants to play right through. I don't even like when people clap, and I would just keep going right through it. People would start clapping, and I would just want to go right through, but I'd have to tune the freaking guitar. And with my acoustic, I hardly ever have to tune it. Even I can beat the hell out of it, and it still stays mild. Even at the end of the set, it's not like terribly out of tune. And if anything, it gives it like that kind of feeling or that kind of attitude that I want it to have. I hate when shit's like polished and pretty and perfect and like packaged all like nice up and neat. It doesn't make sense to me. Like art's not. I'm not attracted to art like that, and I don't make art like that. That's like just run of the mill kind of, cookie cutter bullshit. I don't write music like that, or at least lyrics. If I write like a standard sounding song, at least the lyrics are kind of off enough to make it a lot different than you would be used to hearing or something. I don't know. You know, I want people to hear my shit and be like, whoa, I've never heard or looked at anything like that before. Or, oh, that reminds me of some asshole that I'd shot and buried in the backyard. The usual stuff everybody thinks about. I love it all. I'm open to anything. Let's write a book. Who cares? Why not? I don't know why I was laughing, but golly gosh darn deck. I did it. Who, me? Yeah, you get in my car. That is a creepy ass song. Luciano? Joey? Wait, okay, Pixies. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's an album too. I mean, I don't know if you like Neil Young or not, but like, what is it? Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is like a really good, just acoustic album. Um, there's a few Flaming Lips albums that are really like earlier, like from the '80s that they did. They used to play a lot of acoustic, like Priest Driven Ambulance. That's a trippy ass album. But I'm trying to think of like, I mean, even like I don't know. My brain's not working. I'm sorry. There ain't nothing like the sound of it. Just like a good, just a good, it's just some great words. Just some nice 6 string guitars. You know. I really want to record. I've been like, while you're here, Herb. Is it? I want to say Herb, but it probably is Herb. But 916. That's right, Sacramento. Um. Uh. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm gonna like try to set up like some kind of weird tour or something, or even just like mock tour where I go and play these shows as like this country western singer, and I have my old punk rock guitars I'm gonna do it with. But I have like a wig, like with a like it's like a mullet. I played earlier with my mom. She was playing like the drums. So funny. But I'm gonna just set up shows where he just has like these nervous breakdowns. You know, he like loses his faith, and like the songs reflect it, and yeah, because he's supposed to be all everything's about him being like all Christian and countrified and stuff, but then he's like losing his faith, and he's like having this existential crisis, and I don't think that's been done before, and I kind of want to start doing like developing this idea and booking shows and just like playing him the entire time, and my songs would be like really gnarly, but all acoustic driven, but I gotta watch some like Dwight Yoakam videos and stuff like that, and like travel to Bakersfield and walk the railroad tracks out there, and just just kind of get into the whole. I mean, just like the whole living spirit of the of such of some old fellers as my granddaddy and my granddaddy was the old choking boys. You know, that's what they used to call them boys back in the day. You know, choking damn near killed them. That's what they were saying. In this case, probably true. Uncle Jebediah choking was the worst of the bunch. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, yeah. Neil Young, man. He was a big influence on me too. I always say like that he and Kurt and like Frank Black taught me how to play guitar. You know, because I just like when you try to emulate others and then it happens. You make up your own. You become your own. I don't know. You make it your own. That's what punk rock is all about. You fake it till you make it, sort of. But I. It's not for me. It's like not dressing a certain way. It's like it's a belief and helping each other out and trying to. I don't know. Do it yourself. It's an ethic. But yeah, and there's plenty others that I learned from too. Just like that's how it is with artists too. I mean, I was like really into artists when I was a kid, when I discovered like fine art kind of stuff, like modern art and all that junk. And then sorry, I'm not even drawing. Um, I was just obsessed with that stuff for like so long, like for a few years, or 3 or 4 years, and I still like discover art that I love, and I this sort of stuff. But I do every once in a while I just close myself off from the world completely because I don't want to be. I'm going to be gone someday, you know. So like, the only thing that's gonna be left is this stuff, and I want it to have like integrity. And I worry that it's if I stare at other people's work or something, I'm gonna like copy it, even if it's accidentally. And I'll be in the middle of reading books about artists or something like that, or like looking at their work or this and that, and I'll just like close the book halfway through because I don't even want to be influenced by them. I'll love their work, but I don't even want to look at it because I don't want to. I don't want my work to be. I don't want people to assume that I'm a copycat or something if I do something similar. I want to be able to say, no, I've never seen their work. It's like the weirdest thing. I have little rules like that, and I've always had them ever since I was like young, and it's these little things that I do that I don't even I've never talked about with other people in my life either, or I don't even know if other artists or I'm sure other people do that kind of stuff. They have like these little games they play with themselves or little voices, whatever. But I mean, to a degree. Let's give him a little nose. But I have lots of rules, and like, if I were to say the things that, like my little rules out loud when I'm drawing, people would be like, "What? That's your rule? That's one of the rules?" One of them is that with every drawing, I have to draw at least 13 flowers. No, I'm just kidding. that that seems kind of reasonable compared to some of my rules. Sometimes I just want to eat rolls, like like bread rolls. I just think they smell good, they look good. I just want to eat them. Isn't that weird? I mean, it's cool, right? It's not that weird. That's fairly normal, especially this time of the year when everybody's got rolls on their minds. And on their bread pans. I mean, their pillows. Their pillows. Mighty Band of Microbes. Son of a bitch. Mighty Mighty Band of Microbes. Son of a bitch. I mean, gosh damn, I just did the same exact fuck. God damn it. Shit. Mighty Band of Microbes. You old. I almost did it again, you old son of a bitch. Oh, you got me again, you little son of a bitch. God damn it, Microbes. Stop it. Wait a second, Herb. What'd you say? It takes a ton of courage to play for people. But oh yeah, it's courage, man. It's more. I would say it's more. You know, it's more about just getting up there and acting a damn fool. You know, and finding out that you have everything to lose, every goddamn thing to lose, and doing it anyway. That sounded really cool, but it didn't make any sense. Um, it took me years to get comfortable with an audience. Like I started playing open mics when I was like 23 in Ashland, and I would get just to get up there. I would like be fifth on the list, and I would drink like 7 beers or like chug 7 bottles of they're just Budweiser, but as many beers as they could give me, I would be chug lugging. And by the time I would get up there, I'd be so shit faced I couldn't even play because I was so nervous and I was a bad drinker. And but anyways, it took me a long time to even realize like what kind of performer I wanted to be. That or that I wasn't like certain types of artists or performers, like that I'm more of a singer songwriter, that I'm not gonna ever go on stage and sing a song without my guitar. You know what I mean? Like things like that, or that I even felt better. I started wearing a tie back in 2004. Um, I think I was Harry Tracy a long time before I was Story Grub, and I always wore a tie and a collared shirt, and it just became my trademark, and it helped me when I played live. It helped me sort of like be this character, and then over the years, I just completely changed into this character and became Story Grub. Like, and I think maybe yeah, that in doing that too. It helped me keep in touch with my inner child and stay in the zone and stay focused on, to me, what the most important thing in in my life, as far as like my life's mission and my life's work is concerned, you know. And that is my art, and it will be that until my dying day. I know that much. You hear that, Matt? We should talk about this. Oh my god, that would be so fucking cool if you can go with me, if we could do this. Hell yeah. You could be my accordion player. Everybody, Matt was my accordion player for several years in Boise, Idaho. Or a Mighty Band of Microbes here. That's his project. Um, yeah, but if you listen to any of my music on Bandcamp or anything like that or whatever, Matt's playing the accordion in the background usually in all of them. I love him very much. But yeah, my big idea, man, is to book shows under Blight and do like a Borat. I keep saying this, but not in like a not in like such a over the top way. You know what I mean? But a like a Spinal Tap meets Borat, where he books shows and then he's sort of having this existential crisis and like this falling out with God. And so he starts writing all these dark ass songs and stuff, and you know, getting booed off stage and places. So it would just probably happen for real. Like I wouldn't even have to like act in these. But the whole idea is that I would be in character the entire time, and I have like a mullet wig and everything, and I would have like 20 songs like under my belt of my, you know, my old songs and then a few new ones. Because I want to start off with him being all like positive and like Jesus is my president, you know, like that song, and then kind of slowly he starts like, "What did I do wrong, God?" or whatever, and then he's by the end of it he's like, "The devil made me do it." But I could do it. I could do it solo or like with a drummer or just like, you know, we could get a drummer and you could, if I ever got funding or something like that to do something like that. I mean, oh my gosh. And then film all of it, and then put it, you know, and film everything in between, like being on the road and going to truck stops and busking in Bakersfield or something like that, you know, um, and just trying to like make it seem like he's like this real dude, you know. I'm giving it away now, obviously, but like nobody here's gonna tell anybody. So, anyways. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think I might have to cut it a little bit short. I'm gonna go inside, get something in my belly. But but yeah, Matt, I just got my stuff into this place that I think you might have seen it, maybe a picture or something like that. But at Phantom Stranger Records here down in Grover Beach, and the owner, he's like produced movies and like been in movies and stuff like that, and like all these cool like B movies and stuff, like horror movies and stuff. And he's like has his own record label, and so I have my art and my music in there right now. So lots of cool stuff are happening with that. But I also think it's like the Blight thing would be interesting because it would be a perfect time to do that. And I think I could do it. I know that I could do it if I just stay in character. And whatever comes, whatever happens, you know. But Blight is like a pretty charming character, and I think it'd be really fun to like flesh him out, you know. Plus, a lot of my songs, like I've said before, can be just turned right into country western songs and everything. So it's pretty neat. Um, but that's the water heater. God dang, it's loud, huh? But yeah, I think he would. It would be funny to go to Bakersfield because Bakersfield is where like all these outlaw country western artists country artists were like coming from back in the 70s and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna go inside. But I love y'all, and I wish y'all a fond farewell. I mean, a fond good night. And I really appreciate the company. It means a lot. Hi, Amanda. Amanda McManus. How are you tonight, sweetie? I have to go right now. I'm very sorry. But I was on this for you, Amanda. I know how you like leaves and butterflies. And I think butterflies and leaves are the best things in the whole world. I mean, because you know why? Because I think you're very special, and the world is better because you're inside of it. Well, look who it is. Look who it is. It's Mars. I didn't believe there was water on Mars, but you can get lemons from a teardrop. After all, we're always talking about the same thing, y'all. We just think about that so much. Well, we just think about it out loud together. Okay, here we go. Okay. Everybody think about things out there. Everybody think when I'm in the crowd. That's right. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour tonight, everybody, because it's about to fall into the future. Love you so much it hurts. You little peck of wood. I wasn't talking to you people in the chat. I was looking at my friend over there. Look against the wall, you little peck. Don't even make eye contact with me. It's gross. He has 3 eyes. All of them work very well. It's terrifying. Love you too, microbes. Can I draw a dragon? Holy moly, have you ever been listening to anything I was saying, Amanda? Oh my gosh, one more time. Amanda, I'm going to bed. I'm getting a cow. Gee whiz. No, I'm gonna go. I'll go chase a dragon in my sleep because I'm gonna. Have you ever heard of black tar heroin? Well, and that's how I'm gonna go be chasing some dragons right now, man. Now, if you're under the age of 12, you just ignore what I just said. Just think about butterflies and angel wings because they smell good, and I love strawberries. Okay, you just think about that for a while, my little angel. Okay, everybody, I love you so much, and just you go with yourself. I'm gonna dream. I'm gonna go dream of dragons. Especially now that you brought them up. You brought them back from the dead, Amanda, and I do owe you that so much because of that. Thank you so much. Rose, holy hell, I've gotta go. You better get out of there if you feel sick. Get out of that party. You get out of that party and run for your life, or maybe just get like an Uber or something. You get out of that party and you get some fresh air. If there's a patio, go outside and go under the patio hide until the Uber gets there. Until you feel better. For God's sakes, Rose, run for your life. Okay, everybody, love you. Rose, run. Well, see? Hey, that's exactly what I want to hear. Okay. Well, you be safe too, Rose, okay? You get home safe. And we'll see you all next time on The Story Ground Club. That was super lame. Hey, the water heater turned off. There's a Jesus. Oh, the dog started barking though. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna go eat some shit. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. Quiz. I'm good at drawing. I'm bad. Wait, okay. I'm good at drawing. I'm bad at drawing too, which is correct. Well, there is no such thing as bad drawing. There's only drawing. There's no such thing as good drawing. There's only drawing. But if I had to guess, I would say that's not how you spell quiz. But it is adorable. Okay. I hope I guessed right. But I think it's just I just think you're really good at drawing, my friend. Everybody have a good night. Oh my gosh, no, I that dog is gonna kill me. He looks really hungry.